Um,
Oh yeah.
See, he hasn't tripped once. The other day when he kept
That's
stumbling.
because mom has to get his attention.
Yes,
He stumbles because he's not paying
he
attention to his
doesn't.
feet. He's thinking about what he wants, and that distracts him.
Yes, he
So he
didn't pay
stumbles.
attention at all. He couldn't go over those fence posts. He couldn't make it 2 fence posts without kicking it, and he would
Yeah.
kick them with multiple feet.
Yep. And that's just lazy disregarding. That's all that is.
Yep. And
So if
so
she
it took
trains
a
him,
while.
that's what her and I were working on the other night. That's what I spent so
Yeah,
much
we
time in the
spent
ground
4 hours running him.
Yeah. Well, not running him. I was working his mind. He chose to run. I would have rather he not.
Right.
But yeah. Because once you get his
He
mind,
got
it's
better,
great.
eventually, but
Oh yeah.
it took a while.
Goose him up and slow him down. Feel that transition. See that? I mean, his head comes up like an elevator.
Yep.
And you can watch it directly affect how short his back end is. But he's smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And he's smooth enough for mom.
Yeah, it was funny because when I was riding him, I can't really tell when I'm on him. I'm better at seeing it when I.
He's got such a wonderful, right there. It's a wonderful transition. Oh, you should have let him go. He was just stretching out. There. Feel that big stretch, how that back end drops out?
I can feel the spot.
You want that drop all the time. See how his head's nodding so he can counterbalance his back end? The false part in the show ring is where they throw their head around. It looks real violent. But when it's real smooth like that and it coincides directly with their back end, it just turns into magic watching them. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I'm really bummed that we didn't have more time. Where it
See that?
wasn't-
Picks
Yeah.
his head up, shorts his back end.
Yep.
I mean,
I
it's
saw
just-
it that time.
It's just like clockwork.
Oh my God.
There, yeah, right there at the end.
See that?
Oh, I saw it. Those are the transitions you need to do. That feeling. And the more he finds success in those transitions where he smooths out on the speed, the better off you'll be.
Not easy to feel bareback.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed that we didn't get more opportunity to be out here together because I kind of know what I'm watching, but I like it better when you're here to narrate
Yeah.
and teach me what I'm looking at.
Yeah, you see that? Just watch his back end and put his nose in your other eye. See how that, look at that stride. Look at that. Big stride.
Yeah. Well, I knew the
Look at
other
that.
day.
And then just as lightly as you can possibly think about speeding him up. That's what you want to do. You don't want to give him a cue. You almost want to think faster. And see if he'll hold his back end stride that way. A little more. There. Feel that transition?
No.
Okay. I mean, that's almost impossible to feel. It's so easy to see, but it's impossible. Well, it's
Yeah.
easy for me to see, but it's impossible to feel.
Feel.
Now just ask him, I mean, again, ever so slightly until the speed increases. You don't want the feel to change much. You want the speed, so you're using your peripheral vision to reference how fast you're going. And just very slowly escalate your cues until you get speed. The biggest thing about training the 3 smooth gaits is that you don't change the gait. You just ask the horse to speed up, and he'll lengthen out his back end stride. You'll end up in a running walk. There, feel that?
Felt it.
Now do it there. You should want to go back to them horses, so he should speed up a little bit.
Yeah.
See that big stride?
Yeah, he's stretching this.
When he tenses up, he'll start to nod at his pole up by his ears. When he stays nice and loose, he'll do like he is now for the most part, where he's pivoting down by his shoulders. And that's a counterbalance. That's not just a motion when he's doing that counterbalance. And then give him just a little bit until you feel the speed come up. There. Oh, that's money. So his back end doesn't change when he does that. You see that?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can because you're standing in the camera, but that's what she needs to work on. And that will help him be able to cage his mind. Because when she gooses him to speed up, he throws his head up and goes, what do I need to worry about? What do I need to worry
Right.
about? So we need to reprogram
It gets him
that.
right.
Exactly.
It's,
So
it
what I
gets his
want to
head
ask
out
him
of the
is, I just
zone.
want to hint to him, hey bud, just a little faster.
And he
Just
likes
a
to
little-
go.
It's like that song at all the weddings, a little bit faster now, a
Yeah.
little bit faster. Just, I mean, you just
a
slowly
hint.
escalate it until he'll respond.
Which is easier with him because he'll go. Unlike D, who was like.
Oh yeah, he was a mess.
But
But he would do it.
He would.
But he was a
But it
standard
took
bred,
more
so they're
effort.
naturally a little more short-strided. They're kind of like a spotted saddle horse. They like to carry their head a little higher, so it takes a lot of work on them to get them sorted. Huh? Yeah, why wouldn't you? Oh no, it's just the circuit breaker right here so we can change the fan. See that speed up?
Mm-hmm.
His speed changed, but his gait never changed. He just lengthened out that back foot stride.
Yeah,
And
it's real obvious.
There's a
when they're-
nanosecond in there that you can't really tell with your naked eye, to where his front right and his back right are both in the air at the same time. And that's where you're getting the overstride, stepping past that front hoof print with the right rear. That's the part that changes as he speeds up in that method. So that's what you want, is you want him to sneak that back foot in longer past that front hoof print.
Yep.
And that's the piece that will stretch out, and that's why we say stretch out, is because he stretches that stride
Right.
further past that front hoof print. And when he does that, it gets him closer up underneath his center line with that rear hoof, evens out his balance a lot better, gets him a lot more centered, and that longer stride makes the speed go up. All the while it's even more smooth. And when they're really hitting it strong, they'll slide that back foot into place.
Yeah.
And boy, I mean, it almost feels like the back end falls away.
I remember riding with you and Garrett
Yeah.
and seeing that really long overstride.
Yep. Yeah, because Bones would put, I mean, he'd put 2 feet easy of overstride in. And I mean, he would just, even as an old man, he would just reach out there. All right, do it again, Mom. Just real light. No. See how he threw his head up?
Yep.
So we want to back him back down. Q, 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 whatever it is to slow him down. Get his head nice and low and calm again.
So Mom said they're retiring Bones.
Yeah,
old.
he's pretty much done.
Yeah.
We were just using him for kids to begin with, but now he's been out in a pasture for so long, he's got that old man sass. So
Yeah.
we're just letting him go.
How
He's
old is he?
25 or 26 this year, but he's had a good life.
Yeah.
He's probably got more years in him if we were to keep him healthy, but I mean, he doesn't have enough. He doesn't get used enough to stay in shape to keep him good.
Yeah. How's old Jetstream?
Now ask him a little bit more. He's good, but Garrett doesn't get to use him as much either. There you go. There. Stay in there. Stay there. Ah. See? Turned the corner, threw his head
stumbled.
up, looked at something, and stumbled.
Yep. Well, Garrett probably doesn't get to ride as much as he would like.
No, especially
That's
now that
always
he's in a
the
couple different
challenge.
businesses
Yeah.
and his inventions. He's almost as busy as I am.
Yeah.
Digging a rut along my fence, the old pasture queen.